Here is a quick sound overview of the Super Muff. It is vintage distortion. You can see it's got volume, tone, and gain. Overall, it's a pretty subtle sound. So here I'll play just a couple of bar chords with it off at first, so you can kind of try to hear the difference. And then kind of the same thing with it on. You can see you got the gain cranked fairly high. And I'll put the tone somewhere in the middle. And then I'll just do the same thing again, just playing a few notes. So, and here's again with it on. And the one thing I should say too is it's actually a fairly clean sound throughout. I don't know if you can quite hear it. Put my mic a little bit closer. At the very end of the gain, you hear a little bit of buzz coming through, but it's not too bad. This is my review of the gray tube valve stack stimulator by STRICH. It's actually one of the favorite ones I've tried from STRICH. It's got a three-way selector at the top, so you can go from fat, boost, or normal. I don't like the fat, but you can kind of go between the two of them. Volume, gain, and tone. So first I'll just play a couple of bar chords with it off and sort of like a fairly neutral tone. Yeah, and I'll try to play the same thing again. And the gain is set to about 3/4. The tone is about halfway. And just kind of a similar test with just some notes. And again with turned on. And now just a quick comparison between fat, boost, and normal. So right now it's on the top one, fat. And then I'll go to boost. And then go back down to normal. And here I'll try it again, which is I'll put the tone, the gain down a bit and crank up the tone so you can get an idea. So overall, actually I quite like this one. I think the tone overall sounds pretty good. And here I'll just do an example. I'll crank up the gain all the way. So you can see just at the top, say maybe 90 to 100%, starting to get a little bit more noise in the background. But overall, it's not too bad overall, just the last little bit. So here's a bit of a audio review of the Decay Brit Stack Simulator by STRICH. So just a quick overview. It's got volume, gain, and tone, and then it's got a two-way selector on the top, and it selects between bright and normal. And then of course the foot stomp switch. And here I will try to play something fairly neutral with it off first, just so you can kind of hear the difference. So here we go. So that's just a few bar chords, and now I'll turn it on. So it's quite nice. It's got a bit of a growl to it. Here, I'll just turn down the tone just so you can get an idea, and maybe I'll put the gain at about 50%. And I'll give you an idea of just, so right now it's on bright, so if I put it on to normal, and then this is bright again. give you a bit of an idea. And the one thing I did notice though is when you have the gain at about, I don't know, between 80 and 90, it is a little bit noisy. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a little bit of hum coming through. And here's just one more example playing a few notes. So that's with it on, and then I'll just turn it on again. Here's a bit of a sound overview of the noise gate by STRICH. So first I'll just play a chord and with it off, so you can kind of get an idea. So you can hear that the chord just rings out for a really long time. There's a decent amount of sustain. And then if I turn this on, right now I have it about, well, I don't know, 80% or so. It's pretty high, so it should cut off pretty quickly. And if I put it at something a little bit lower, you can here it goes quite a long ways, right to the end. And here is an example of using it with like a little bit of noise. So I have another pedal here. So if I turn this up and crank up the gain, you'll hear like, hopefully you can hear like there's a bunch of buzz. So if I turn my noise gate on, you actually have to turn it fairly high, I find, to get rid of that kind of noise, but kind of at about like 75. Now I don't hear it at all, but I'll play some more chords. So it's still pretty decent, and there's still a fair amount of sustain, but then you can just hear that it totally cuts off the background hum, which is quite nice. So overall, I think I find it okay. I thought it was good for, like, say, cutting off sustain if you don't want to have like notes ring out for too long. But just for general noise, like I showed you in this one, you have to really crank it pretty high. So like here, I got my guitar here. So if I have the gain like pretty high, you kind of just hear, if I'm just even gently rubbing the strings, it causes a lot of noise. But with this on, you have to have it really high before it'll get kind of rid of some of the more subtle noises. And then now it's a little bit too high. I can't really get too much sound here. So you can see it's about like 90%. So now it is actually effectively getting rid of a lot of just the general noise from the strings. But again, it's got to be pretty high. So you are sort of limiting sort of your sustain on your various notes.
Okay, a review of the STRICH, I don't know, Super Riot, a high gain distortion pedal. I was almost reluctant, quite reluctant actually, to review this pedal because I've had one of the pedals from STRICH before, the delay pedal, and I hated it. It was, I think I marked it as 1 star, unusable. There was a noise effect on it that just rendered the pedal useless. So I approached this with caution, but I've been very pleasantly surprised. So just so you know what's going on, playing out of my guitar, straight into the pedal, out of the pedal, into the beginning of my pedal board down there that you can't see. There's nothing on the board apart from my compressor. And then I'm going into on my multi-effects unit, just a clean guitar setting. So we have this. So we'll get on with the demo. So 3 knobs, volume, gain, and tone, and they're all just on 12 o'clock for now. 3 mode switches, which is soft, harsh, is it? Soft, terse, and normal. So top is soft, middle is tense, and the bottom is normal. So we'll just start on soft on the top. That's pretty nice tone. That's nice. Yeah, on the which you pick up with the guitar, it's pretty good. Let's fiddle with some settings. Volume, I don't need to take you through. It's not perfect volume. I mean, from that point onwards, it's doing a bit. It's not a lot. Gain, we can take it right down. If you go all the way down, the sound almost disappears. It gets very muddy. So go the other way to the top. Get the noise, which is masked once you start playing. That's pretty nice. And then the tone was go all the way down on that, shall we? You'll get it quite muffled. All the other way. I do like a harsher tone, but that's just a bit too much for me. So there you go. So back to the middle. Let's check out the other modes. So we're on soft. Let's go to harsh. I keep forgetting. Tense. Whatever. Tense is a bit of an odd setting, isn't it? So let's just hear soft again. Sorry. Tense. Back up to soft. Tense. Barely hear any difference. Let's go to medium. Soft. Right, there's the tiniest EQ difference between soft and medium. Medium. Tense. Yeah, it's a bit of an EQ boost or cut, really, I suppose. A very, very slight one that you can barely tell the difference of at all. So that switch is largely pointless, I think. I'd ignore the switch, but then the rest of the pedal, the sounds you get out of this thing is fantastic for what, 34? Yeah, £34. It sounds incredible. I can't believe the difference in quality between this and the previous pedal I tried out, which was horrible. So this, if I needed a distortion pedal for my board, it would be on there like a flash, except I've got the HX Stomp down there, so I can do all of that stuff and mountains of other stuff, so I don't really need individual pedals for distortion. But yeah, if there's a gigging board, a nano board, or if you're starting out, these budget pedals, I mean, it's quite easy to create a decent circuit these days. I don't know what they did with the delay that went so wrong, but with this drive circuit, it's brilliant. So yeah, check out the STRICH, I can't get it right, the STRICH Super Riot. Very good pedal indeed. Thank you.
Metronome fusion, different time signature too, and says a BPM and volume, and you can just different kind of drum pattern. So it's really fun to just practice your looping skill, and yeah, it's a fun toy, fun little tool, great size, great price, recommended. Hello, hi, today I'm revealing this guitar pedal I got from this brand STRICH. I got it from Amazon. It's $33, I believe. I've been using it for 2 months now. I'm pretty happy with it. Here's just a little review. You can hear the tone, and here's my guitar tone, the clean tone. Now with the pedal. So you can hear, you can tell the tone is more fuller and just sound more rich. And here's the level button. You can adjust the level of the effect, and attack and sustain, 2 different knobs. So you can just play around with it. So long sustain means you got longer compressed sound. I like it a little bit down, like right here, so you can get a true dynamic of your tone. Just a little bit. Here's without. Here's with the effect. Okay.
Lo que tenemos aquí es un pedal de distorsión de fabricación china, en este caso. Es un pedal Warcry que digamos que está más orientado a unas distorsiones un poco más agresivas, más tipo metal, y no tiene más que un pedal cualquiera. Su entrada de toma de corriente, la entrada de línea, la salida de línea hacia el amplificador, y luego pues tiene un switch un conmutador para cambiar entre limpio y distorsión, un potenciómetro de volumen, uno de distorsión y uno de tono que nos lo marca como contour. Yo voy a hacer la prueba con un amplificador Fender Performer 1000 y con una guitarra Fender Telecaster Performer. Y tengo en la pequeña palanca que nos permite cambiar entre distorsión clásica y una distorsión un poco más fuerte, la tengo puesta en distorsión clásica. Nosotros, si no metemos nada, obviamente nos va a salir con la configuración que tengamos en el amplificador. Si ya le metemos distorsión, pues obviamente ya tenemos esto. Un poquito más de volumen. Le podemos dar más volumen, tanto en el amplificador como en el pedal, obviamente. Le podemos meter más distorsión. Vamos a probar con un riff clásico con poca distorsión para que se vean las diferencias. Si le subimos la distorsión, pues obviamente sonará más fuerte. Más agresivo. Y luego tendríamos el tono que nos permite conmutar entre un tono más oscuro y algo un poco más agudo. Pues eso sería todo.
posizione bright, la preferita.